I'm going to keep us moving because obviously you're here for E3.
Yep.
And a lot of things have transpired at this event.
Yes.
Okay. So the other day we were sitting on the couch. We were all a little bit hungover. And I am one of Drdisrespect's biggest fans.
Same.
I think he's incredible. His personality, the character that he's built for himself, it's unbelievable. And we were watching his first ever IRL stream, and it was hilarious.
It was comedic gold, man.
We were all just like glued watching.
And laughing out like physically LOLing, not like LOL. Like that's pretty funny.
Yeah.
I'm like ha ha. I'm like it's
Oh, that's a different side.
I'm verbally laughing out loud, literally, and I was just so it was so good.
We were having so much fun, and I actually fell asleep on the couch. And
you were asleep too, right?
Well, we had done a night of drinking. Then we knew that night we had the whole YouTube gaming thing. We're gonna have another night out. So I was like, okay, I need to be mentally prepared for this. I was like, this has been great. I'm gonna go up, get some rest. I knew how big it was going, like how many people were watching, and I take a 45-minute hour nap, and I wake up, and the second my door opens, Tim hears me and opens his door because he wants to deliver the news, and he's like, did you see what happened? And I'm like, I just went on Twitter. I woke up and checked Twitter for a second and saw 10 tweets in a row was about Doc.
Yep.
And I'm like, I saw a bunch of people talking about it. Like, what did he do? And Tim's like, he's just got banned for going into a public.
I saw. So Alexis, so you guys went to bed.
Yeah.
with this photo, for what it's worth, is incredible.
I tweeted that, and I think it has 60,000 likes. I tweeted not that one specifically, but I tweeted a different angle of him just standing over a bathroom stall. But Alexis, so you guys both fell asleep, and Alexis and I were watching it, and the cameraman, Doc starts going to the bathroom, and I'm thinking in my head, he's gonna tell the camera to wait outside. That's what I'm thinking in my head. Yeah. Just be like, give me 5, whatever. His little personality, his Drdisrespect way. And he didn't. I was like, okay, well, certainly the cameraman won't go into the bathroom. And then he started to. And Alexis was like, this is bad. I was like, this is bad. I was like, what am I looking at? Why is he? And then I'm like, okay, maybe he'll just look at the sinks. So I just kept almost trying to in my head, okay, maybe. And
what you're describing when you guys were in the hospital when you're trying to figure out.
I'm trying to rationally, okay, maybe he'll stop and just kind of stare at the sinks, which wouldn't be as bad. And then the cameraman, Doc stands in the middle, and the cameraman is right at the urinal. So I'm like, okay, this is not
good.
He's all in here.
And then the first time it happens, Doc goes, give me 5. And after they've already been in the bathroom, I'm like, okay, maybe that was the sign, and maybe the cameraman now will understand, let's not have the bathroom shot anymore. And then the bodyguard, the body guy, right? He goes into the bathroom, and the camera follows him back in. And I'm like, what is happening, guys? How does no one have the
logical?
Yeah, and I love Doc, but as a streamer, the first thing I'm thinking, that's a bad idea. That's the first thing I thought as soon as the camera started going in the bathroom, and I just didn't. I don't know, man.
So we don't know how long Doc's actually have been
as of recording this. It's been within 48 hours, and no one's heard of it.
And there's no update. He hasn't updated or anything yet.
Yeah, and so as you guys are watching this, I know this happened about 2 weeks ago as you're listening, but I was very surprised as well because when I would travel, I would obviously vlog quite a bit, a couple years back, and I would carry around this big A7S with me, and it obviously would be turned off, but I would still take the time to disassemble the microphone, put the camera away into my backpack, just because I didn't want anybody to even feel the slightest bit uncomfortable in thinking that this camera is on in any way. And I don't think that Drdisrespect, I know him personally, I don't think he has any ill intentions in his body.
Highly doubt.
I don't think he's out to get anybody. I don't think he's out to, film a 12-year-old kid while he's going to the bathroom. It was his first IRL stream ever, and I would like to give him the benefit of the doubt where he really wasn't thinking through the ramifications that would come or the repercussive actions that would be taken if he actually went into the bathroom with the camera. I just don't think his frame of mind was there because his character, for what it's worth, is in my opinion pretty tough to pull off in a very extended amount of time. He's very funny,
sure,
and he's probably just thinking in character, what can I do to keep the chat really engaged and having fun?
Right.
Well, you could tell that's what his goal was on it, right? It was when he was walking the convention, when he first started, that guy was like, I'll get you a coffee. So remember he walks into that one building. It's not even the coffee building. He's like,
yeah, right.
The hell is this? Doing the whole thing.
Coffee building.
And then he's and walks out. And then the way he stops the dancer and does this. You tell he was kind of he was living like a reactive to what's going on around him and being willing to like take part in it and was kind of thinking like, oh, this will be funny. This will be funny.
Yeah, and I know too, like, I know he has an emote or something. I don't know if there's a huge thing in his channel, but it's like, it's shit. That's what it is. I'm pretty sure it's a shit emote or something like that. I don't really, and the chat was all just spamming it when he was yelling from the stall. So I was like, maybe that was the correlation he was trying to make with it, where it's like, it's something in his channel, hot diarrhea or whatever he says. Maybe that's a thing.
Diarrhea.
Because I don't watch him regularly a ton. I know, he's a great guy and we're friends, but I didn't know if that was maybe the correlation he was trying to make, where it's like, yeah, those will get good emote use or anything. I don't know, man.
The big thing that I saw, like there was conversations about it too, is like the phenomenon with Twitch, and we talked about it with like Tfue getting banned. We were saying this last night, is like when Tfue got banned and he comes back, the return streams are insane. It always seems to be, I mean, everyone knows the return streams that have happened in the past even with Doc and other streamers, and it's like your community rallies back around you.
Yep.
And even if the ban is deserved, it's like he's back from vacation. It's like we missed you. And people on my timeline were talking about it. Even other pretty prominent streamers were like, "Is that something that Twitch has to like address at some point?" Like,
there's no way you can.
But
it's not
what if you get banned for? I mean, the question was like, what if you get banned for 30 days and then like your sub button's gone for another 30?
It's unavoidable.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's actually a great point.
So then it's like, okay, well then you miss out. You know, you because Twitch doesn't control the money. It's not like they're paying you. It's not like they can fine you a salary, right? It's like your money is based off of how much your community supports you.
And the thing is too, like so like obviously we don't know how long he's going to be banned for, but it was like one of those things where I'm looking on Twitter and I see a lot of streamers, a lot of colleagues, I use the word, who are saying that they're like, oh, that like some people are like, that should be permanent because that was like,
come on.
And for me, I'm like, okay, let's pump the brakes, you know, because I would like to think that intent would have some, pull there, where obviously Doc's not. I don't think he was in there trying to be malicious by any means. I think he was just in there doing his thing.
I mean, I think the biggest thing that people brought up was that there was little kids in the bathroom going, using the urinals. I mean, Doc has a daughter of his own. Right. I know the guy personally. I know what he stands for and who he is, and I just can't imagine in my right mind being like another prominent streamer thinking like he needs to be banned forever. That's fucking ridiculous.
I think it's
it was a lapse of judgment. It was a mistake. He's never done the format before. He should have been more rational and logical with his decision making.
I agree,
but it was a mistake, and everybody needs to get over it. And to your point, Jack. There's no other way around it, but people are always drawn to controversy and drama, and in some ways that drama and controversy can help more than it hurt.
Oh, for sure.
And so, like, when Doc gets back, his stream is going to be unbelievably big.
Yeah.
In the same way Tfue's was when he was banned from Twitch. I
bet he green screens a bathroom.
He definitely makes a.
Oh man,
you know he's gonna hand that up, bro.
That would be unbelievable. He just goes.
One of the scenes, he walks in, he goes, "Ooh,
yeah, right."
Or it's like a bathroom entrance,
yeah,
and he's like going,
better.
Walks away from it. He'll ham it up with that for sure. I think. I think my question is, when I look at this, is we know Amazon owns Twitch, Microsoft owns Mixer, Google owns YouTube. Like when there are these live stream blunders that happen. Especially with someone as prominent as Doc is on the platform, like how far up the chain does it go up to those huge companies that they go, well, we don't, God forbid there is lawsuits that come, and maybe it's a Doc, and then somehow they try to spin it towards Twitch, like again, the contracts, whatever. But how high does it go up? And does Amazon? Because there's obviously been things that Amazon has let bleed into Twitch from their thing with updates that have been made, and you're like, oh, okay, you can definitely see the more corporate side, and. Does that begin to affect decisions that get made about streamers on the platform? Are they just like, you know what? It's not even worth us dealing with these lawsuits or dealing with this person.
Well, I think that was the reason I see people going and saying, yeah, this should be permanent, which just to be clear, I don't agree with it. I think that
I disagree.
I think the reason people are amping that up to that level is because it's illegal. What he did was illegal. Apparently under California law, some thing about recording in a bathroom, it's an illegal thing versus something that you may get banned for on Twitch. That's against Twitch TOS versus actual government law, basically. So I don't know. I'll be curious. I'm kind of honestly waiting for him to say how long it is because I'm assuming he would know, but maybe he doesn't. I don't know, or maybe I don't know. I don't.
It's not like the NBA where they or a sports league where they come out publicly with, hey, this guy's been
this is a 2 week
suspended for 2 days.
Yeah, you're fine.
Like,
like
you get it internally and it's your decision.
5-game suspension, something like that. So
Yeah.
I think he's just kind of sitting on it right now.
Most times people know within like 24 hours, so he's probably been told now. I mean, we joked, but it's like
I think it'll work.
Hey, if I got a 14-dayer, I'm shucks, guys. I'm
going on vacation.
YouTube videos will still be going up, and anyone have a good vacation spot with a timeshare?
Which is that, and that's what a lot of other people are saying too. I see people saying that maybe Twitch punishment isn't even technically a punishment. It's almost like, oh, can't stream for a week.
Yeah, and on top of that too, it's like I would bet money, a significant amount of money, that YouTube or like Mixer would be foaming at the mouth if like Doc were ever in a situation where he's banned from Twitch permanently to bring him over and give him a bag of money.
It was when he walked into the bathroom, like I think his average viewer count was about 60,000. Yeah. 60,000 viewers, man. Yeah. I got to be honest with you. I was watching him do it, and I was like, dude, maybe I should try an IRL thing. Up until the bathroom thing happened, I was like, yeah, I'll just never mind.
I'm good. That many variables like triggers the anxiety that I once had, like when I was younger. It's like one of those things where,
and you can't control everyone too.
Exactly.
So like, what if someone runs up right into my camera, just just does something that could get me banned? Now I'm like, and then it's on my channel, and then I get banned for it. It's too many variables.
My mind goes to like even darker places. Like I'm not a big fan of like the IRL format. Just because I have social anxiety. I don't like to impose in people's spaces. That's why like I've always struggled with vlogging in public. Like I hate walking around like an idiot, like talking to this camera. And I can't even imagine. Like I would watch Ice Poseidon streams like occasionally and just click on it because people were talking about it. And I would actually get anxious just watching him be so abrasive in public and imposing on other people's like environment and spaces. I just hate that stuff. Like I don't know much about Ice Poseidon. I think he curated like a really big audience through something that was different, so I respect that. But the IRL format, it just gives me the heebie-jeebies. I just can't do it.
It's not my cup of tea.
No.
I can stream sitting and playing games, just chatting for like 2 hours where I can walk around. Like I'd rather sit, man.
Yeah.
Kidding me? I'd rather
streaming aside, I'd rather sit and stand.
Yeah, right.
Then we gotta walk. I'm like,
just to be clear.
I need to exert energy.
Yeah, Jesus.
Yeah, I just like being in my own little world.